What is your nothing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are going to just do a few looks using the Tati palette, Tati Beauty palette volume 1. So I got a few questions and I wanted to quickly answer them and then just show you guys some more wearable looks with the palette. Obviously it's a very wearable palette, so they're all wearable looks. But you know what I mean. So we'll do a few looks. I'll answer some questions for you guys that you asked in my full review video. If you haven't watched that, I would watch that first for sure to give you more information on the palette, swatches, all that good stuff. So I'll pop that up here. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Please don't forget to subscribe before we get started. I would really appreciate it. Come be part of my little family. I do upload here pretty frequently on my channel. And let me know if you guys like the idea of doing multiple looks with palettes. And yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so one of the major things that I got asked about was the ingredient list. There are a ton of ingredients, so I'm going to insert it right now. You can always take a screenshot of it if you are that interested, but way more than I would like to spell, to be honest. And I did want to point out, though, I'm not sure if it's just saying the memory glitter, but all the glitters, it does say not intended for use in the immediate eye area. So if you do have sensitive eyes, that's something to be aware of. I don't really have that problem, even though I have sensitive eyes, but I want to give you guys like as much information as possible. It is cruelty-free, vegan, so let's go ahead and jump into the eyes. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to use Soothe. I feel like I'm going to go through the Soothe shade like so fast in this palette, just because it's like the perfect transition color. But really, I feel like you could just use the sequin show and it wouldn't, like the sequin row, and you'd be completely fine. Like, I don't think you're gonna really see that sparkle too much to where it would bother you using it in the crease. So yeah, I mean, everyone likes these transition shades, you know, but I feel like I'd rather go in with a brown than anything else. So I'm gonna do a few different looks. I only want to do 2, not because, one, my eyelids can't take it. I think my eyebrows are going through a thing because my husband does my makeup tag this weekend, and I think he ruined my eyebrows. Like I think he just went in so hard, and then trying to scrub that pomade out just made them so dry that like they're super patchy and I can't get product to stay on them anymore. So I blame him for that. But I kind of get bored. Like when people, I think it's a great idea when someone says like, let's do 10 looks in a palette or, you know, whatever. And I'm just kind of like, 2 is my max. Because I notice myself like filming is a long process, but also just like when I try to like click on one like that, I get through the first 2 looks and then I end up on my phone and I'm like, oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be watching this. Like, so that's why I figured I would just do 2 really quick looks if I don't talk too much. If I can just stop myself. All right, so now I'm going to dip into Ritual, which is the brown. I'm gonna take that on the outer corner and a little bit through the crease just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. But I was trying to answer your questions. I know some people were saying like they hadn't received their palette yet. Obviously I don't work for Tati Beauty. I always feel bad and then I remember that like I'm apologizing for them. But I'm like, why? I'm not part of the brand. Like, it's not like I did anything, you know, but I feel bad. Like, I know I've been the one waiting where I'm just like, where is my confirmation? And I throw it like a fit like a child if other people are getting something that I'm like, where's mine? You know, first world problems, serious. But I realize I do that and sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm going to go ahead and connect that lower lash line just a little bit. Let's go ahead, we'll dip into sequin and see. I mean, the way I see it is like you can still, it's almost like you're getting 2 matte rows. Like if you pack it on lightly, I think you can see the glitter, but I think if you blend it, you're not going to see the glitter. So it kind of feels like you're getting 2 rows of mattes. That's just my opinion, but like they're beautiful mattes by any means, but actually you can see a little bit of glitter. So I'll zoom you guys in after, but it is really pretty. I just don't know if I think out of all the formulas, like the sequin row is probably my least favorite. Not that it's bad, like I said, but just being critical here. It's probably my least favorite row just because I feel like you can get the same effect. I'm going to go back in with Soothe just a little bit over top. Okay, so this is what it looks like close up, but you guys can kind of see, I don't see the glitter flex that much. Like, I can see it a little bit in different lighting, but it's not like you can like really, really see it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of up to you. Some people will love it, especially if you like a subtle look and you just want a little sparkle. So you can do two things. I can either, really, I could just smoke out the lower lash line, and this would be a perfect like everyday type look where it's not too intense, but that's not what I'm gonna do. But I'm going to just grab a Q-tip. I just dipped it in my Neutrogena eyeshadow remover, and then instead of cutting the crease, I'm just going to wipe away the shadow that got on the lids, because I want to use the white shade, and sometimes it's just so much easier to just remove it rather than going in with a full cut crease and taking the time to do that. So I want to do wearable looks in this and not so much like Instagram makeup. I don't know. Some people, I asked if you guys wear color to work, and you guys were like, people that lived in California were like, yeah, everyone wears color here. And I feel like everyone that lived not in California was like, no. All right, so the one thing is you just want to wait for it to dry, because obviously it is liquid eyeshadow remover, or you could just go in with a white, but same thing, like wait a second first. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Aura in the matte, which is the cream shade, and just kind of, I don't think I'm going to add a brow bone highlight. I'm just going to kind of blend it just a little bit at the top to add a little brightness to my grouch brows. But yes, I will say though, I did wear this, like, those you don't know, I go back to work. So I work early in the morning, and then I work after work, and after work, like after normal people get off work. And then I go, yeah, so I like film and then run back to work, edit, like I do everything in between. So I had to go to work last night and I didn't have time to like take my makeup off. I got a lot of compliments on the glitter. Point being though, I worked out. We're going to dip into Aura. We're going to do sequin on this eye. And then we'll do metallic on the other, just because I want to play around with these sequin shades more. It is a really pretty cream shade. But yeah, I can't... It's just the tiniest bit of glitter. So we are going to go back over that with the metallic. I just wanted to see if, like, you know, if I tried different techniques, and I patted that very, very softly. But yeah, the glitter didn't move. Like the glitters, like there wasn't fallout all over my face. Like I was pretty impressed by that, because usually sometimes like glitter will fall throughout the day. So I was very, very happy that it did not do that. Let's go ahead and go in with the metallic shade Aura. We are going to wet it because we found out yesterday that that looks better. You should see us here in Arizona. It is, I went to the store last night. It is 62 out, and people are not happy. Like, people are freezing. Like, I went to the grocery store. Everyone has sweaters on. Everyone's running around like crazy. Like, we are like winter. Like, you would think we live in like Minnesota or something, or Wisconsin. Like, nobody here can handle the, like, anything below 70 for us is like, oh, winter's coming. Like, me included. Oh, I love this shade though. This is like a great, like, bridal type shade. I really like these shades. But like, this is the kind of palette, like, see if you want it a little bit more toned down compared to the metallic. Like, there's a lot you can do. Yes, it's neutral, but like, it's kind of like that saying where you're just like, shut up, where people are like, you can just shorten that dress and wear it again. Like, for like bridesmaids, this palette is kind of like that, where it's like, you could wear it during the day, but you could wear it at night too. Like, I could, you know, wear this metallic, wear this, and then at night, like, come home and pop one of the glitter shades on the center, and I'm good to go. So I do think that in this rare occasion, it is true. All right, so I'm gonna wipe away this powder. I didn't have any fallout with this one. I do know that the red's kind of stained, so that's why I was kind of like, I'll use the red maybe after this for like the next look, but I really like the way that this looks right now. I'm going to pop on some lashes. Oh, you could pop on lashes here, but I really don't want to. I kind of want to do a little bit more with it. So I'm going to take the glitter shade. What I want to try to do though is like spread it out. So I'm going to spread it out on my finger like this because I don't want it to be like too chunky. I just want like the tiniest bit of glitter. Whereas if you go in and like just press it, like you'll get a lot coming off. But if you go in lightly, it just gives you like the prettiest, almost like you're using like Urban Decay's liner, like the one that you actually like dip into and out. I like it dispersed better. So if you go in really lightly, well, it depends on the day. How pretty do I want to feel? I need more glitter if it's a bad day, but today's a pretty good day, so. Oh, so pretty. Hopefully you guys can see that on camera, but if you just add like the tiniest bit, woo! All right, so for that lower lash line, I want to keep this look pretty nice and neutral. So let's actually go out with the Aura Matte shade. I don't know if it will even show up on my skin tone. Like that way. No, it will not. All right, so we're gonna go in with Soothe because I want this to be a soft look. All right, so I'm gonna go and tight line my eyes, and I think we're just gonna use the black on the palette, put some mascara on, and we are done with the first look. Okay, so I went ahead and did some mascara. I thought about putting on lashes, and then I was like, no. Just because I am going to take this off and do another look, but I absolutely love the way that this turned out. And also, I just wanted to see if we could play a little bit more. So I'm going to try to actually pick up the sequins with a brush, or the glitters with a brush. So we're going to go underneath. We're going to grab the Aura row, and then I'm going to just see if I can kind of place it where I like a little bit right here. So with a tiny little brush, you can get it to come out. So let me zoom you guys in. So with a brush, you can get it to stick where you want it to stick. It just might fall on your face a little bit more, but it is working very nicely, actually. So I like just that little pop of glitter underneath the lash line. I feel like it helps open my eyes up. And then if we wanted to, I love the way that this looks in general. I don't feel like it needs anything else, but if you wanted to pack on more glitter, like I could possibly go and pack some more in where I want. So just using a very precise baby brush, it does come off. So that's good to know. I still think it packs on better if you want more with your finger, but this is a Morphe E37, so just a tiny little brush. I'm going to wipe this off and let's do another look and be done. Okay, I was gonna go with Poet, which is the pinky like type row, but I really don't want to. I really want to go in with the like oranges and pack that all over the lid. I'm just feeling that a little bit more. So we're gonna do that instead. So I'm going to go ahead and put Soothe in the crease. It's just the easiest thing to do. I did try to take the pink off. It just kind of stained my lid a little bit, so that is fine. But just so you guys know, it's not like I tried to just leave it there. And I think the red is going to cover it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But oh, we went to a steakhouse this weekend for our anniversary. It was amazing. I love steak so much. It's like our one thing a year. If you guys live in Arizona, Steak 44, oh my gosh. I don't know if it's a chain, if it's in other places, but just the whole experience, like while you're there, you just feel like you're rich for a night. Like they give you the towels to clean your hands, like everything. They come and wipe crumbs off your table. Like I'm super messy. I love that. I appreciate it so much. Like, it was cute though. We like ordered the cheapest bottle of wine because we're like, I'm gonna pay. And of course, I hate it when they come up to the table and they're like, do you want to taste this? And they pour just a little bit, and I'm like, no, like I mean, this is what I can afford. Just pour it in the glass. It's fine. But I got dressed up, and like it's our nice time of the year where like we both will get dressed up to go out. And the thing was, I was like, I got to the lashes, and I was literally like, oh, but I want to eat comfortably. Is that like the weirdest thing ever, or is it just me? Like I'm just like, I don't want to eat steak and like really want to enjoy it with lashes on. So I didn't wear lashes. All right, so we're going to take the shade Story, which is the burnt orange. It's like, my Morphe brushes are fine, but after like using my Sonia G for the first look, it's such a big difference in terms of like how it feels on your eye. Like these are by no means like the scratchiest brushes, but they feel super scratchy compared to those. And so I'm always just like, oh, like what is this? And I'm bringing that pretty low because I am just going to pack on Sequin Shade Story in a second. So this is just going to be a very nice schmoke eye look. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take the Sequin Shade in Story and pack that over the lid. I'm going to try to pack really lightly, like I said, to see if maybe we can get the glitter to show up a little bit more. And I just feel like all palettes, like you just learn how to use them, you know what I mean? I guess we'll see when she does more tutorials, but like I still can't really, I just wish it was a little bit more intense. I'm going to try to not sound like a broken record here. But I really like this just blown out all over the lid. Like I don't really feel like I need to do much with this. Like if you wanted to, yeah, like I could go back in with Ritual, which is the darker brown. You could go in with black and just kind of deepen up that crease a little bit. But to be honest, like I just love this color. Like I just feel like this color like screams fall. All right, and then the same shade Story in the matte formula. I'm going to smoke that out underneath. But yeah, let me know what kind of looks that you guys usually go for. Like what's your daily like go-to type look? Mine is definitely like, I don't get ready until I come back from my first shift. Like my morning shift never sees me in makeup, and then my night shift always sees me in like a full face of makeup. Like I'm sure they think I'm two different people. All right, so I love this. Like I feel like I can just leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there. So just to show you like very quick and easy, simple, like 3 shade type looks. If we wanted to, yes, we could pack on, like in this row Story, we have this orangey type glitter. So I'm saying I love this as a matte, which is not normal for me, but I really do. But let's go ahead and I'll pack a little bit of that glitter on so you guys can see, but oh, the glitter. It's so gorgeous. All right, so here is the second finished look. So 2 super easy looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely let me know so that I know to do this when I buy a palette. I always want to get its use rather than like just using it once and then never picking it up again on camera, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I will say like after using it now for the 3rd, 4th time? Yeah. So playing around with it more and more, I am falling more in love with the palette. The one thing I will say, kind of like I was already, I mean, you guys kind of already know my thoughts. I kind of hope in the next like palette, I don't know if I would want the sequin row. That way we aren't getting like 2 rows that are too similar. But then I also know that like certain people's preferences are just that little tiny sparkle. So, I mean, there's something in here for everyone depending on what formulas you like. But yeah, I think I've covered everything. Let me know if you guys have anything else. Let me know what you guys think of the palette, if you guys have gotten yours and if you've been playing around with it and your thoughts and all that stuff. I will say I had a few people ask about like, I guess it is by Seed Beauty and if it's ColourPop, and you know, yes, I think they all use the same labs. I don't know a lot about that stuff, but I can honestly say like if you had this in your hands, you would not think like, oh, this is ColourPop. And I love ColourPop, so don't get me wrong, but like you can tell the quality is not, like they are on different levels in terms of what you're paying for. So I completely feel like this was worth the $48 for what you're getting compared to like a ColourPop palette. Like totally like apples and oranges, you know what I mean? So that is it for me. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.